What is going on, YouTube? It is me, it's the Masked Man, and I'm here today for another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about school shootings. Now, in this video, I have to say, I really don't know. I really don't follow a lot when it comes to school shootings. I really don't keep up with it. But what I do believe is that it's a problem that's difficult to stop. It's a difficult problem to stop. Now, some people say there should be more gun control, but school shootings are not happening from people legally buying guns and going up and shooting up some places. It's from kids going into their parents' room and getting a semi-automatic and shooting up the school. So how do you stop that? How do you prevent something like that from happening? Realistically, you don't. Realistically, you don't prevent it. It's one of those tragedies that you kind of have to live with. Unless you want to get rid of every gun in America. Unless you want to make this a gunless country. What you really have to do is you have to address the underlying issue of mental health. Now, these are mostly little white kids shooting up the schools. I haven't heard of any black kids who went to their school and shot it up. So you have to deal with the angst that young white children have and what motivates them to go to their school and shoot up the classrooms. You have to deal with that cause. You have to deal with what is motivating them to commit these heinous crimes. And you have to deal with it at the root. I don't think that gun control or just constricting guns for a little amount is going to stop it unless you get rid of the Second Amendment altogether. And I believe it's the Second Amendment. Unless you get rid of the Second Amendment altogether, it's just not something that's going to go away. It's just a reality that we have to live with. That, every once in a while you're going to hear about a school getting shot up. And that's an unfortunate reality, but it's reality. I think it's a problem that really doesn't have a concrete solution. I think it's a problem that really doesn't have a definitive cure-all. I mean, what can you really do about it? These are mentally deranged children who go into their school and kill for whatever reasons that they have. Sometimes they're bullied, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they have problems at home, sometimes not. But it's all a mental health, crisis, and we have to deal with that. I think we have to deal with it the same way we deal with suicide and drug addiction and that sort of thing, but we have to catch it early because you can't wait for them to shoot up the school, before you intervene. You have to do something drastic to get to these kids, before they do something heinous. You have to implement some kind of policy that is going to intercept them before they do something drastic. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you fix it. But somebody wanted me to talk about school shootings, so I'll talk about it. I'll talk about whatever on this channel. I don't have any reservations about talking about any kind of subject. It's just I don't follow a lot of school shootings. It's just one of those things that you hear about in the media, you hear about it in the news, and you kind of just say, oh, okay, it happened again. Okay, it happened again. Okay, it happened again. And it's just one of those things. It's one of those things, not that you don't care, it's just after a certain point you stop being moved by it. You stop being moved by, you know, school shootings. It stops moving you because it happens, so it's happened so much. It's a tragedy, but I think it's one of those tragedies that you just can't really do anything about. I don't know. I don't know how you fix it. I don't know how you solve it. I don't know what you do to stop it. And that's really all I have to say about it. School shootings is one of those tragedies that we have to live with, and we have to intervene with the children when they're young. We have to make this a mental health issue. We have to do, you know, what we have to do to get to these kids before they commit these heinous crimes, before they shoot up a school and kill themselves, because they're so angsty and because they're so mad at the world and because they're so deranged. We have to get to them before they commit these heinous crimes. But really, you know, that's all I have to say about this subject. If you want me to talk about something, leave it in the comments. You can also send me an email at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. I'm here for y'all. I do this. I does this. This is my occupation. This is my career. This is my vocation. This is what I do now. And I'm going to give it my all, and I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm not the best. I'm certainly not the best. But I give you my best. So that's all I got to say. Take it easy. Take it good. And I will see you all in the next video.